game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball, because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he
breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Clemson! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
and settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He lets one fly deep. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Unloads quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. It's a draw. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
First play of the period, 1st down here. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the 1st possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Toss sweep to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's gone. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Number 14 on the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be dragged down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Fuller. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Nice catch, just past the 1st down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Finds some fresh air. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass, it's Fuller. Gets it out fast. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wall.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've found no answer so far already. He'll off one deep down the left side. Balls in the deep ball. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's carry on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the stomping has commenced. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Going for the marker on the ground. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Looking to pass. It's Fuller. Throws for the tight end. catch in the middle. It's Bird. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches.
Music no. Banner.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He fires to the left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
NC State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Back to pass, it's Fuller. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Under fire. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the